Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought we'd just do a bit of random crafting. I might dip into my to-do box, just pick up some things that have been waiting to be finished, including these little cards, that the last bits from the masterboard I did with the Shabby Dabby Doodle papers. I thought, well, these are the last ones, and I thought I should just get them finished and then I can get them in my finished ephemera box. So let's have a look at what we've got and see what needs to be done to them. So this one is clearly a belly band. I really like it the way it is. I'm not sure there's much more I can do on here, to be perfectly honest, because it's got quite a lovely floral piece here. It's fairly busy. I thought, well, all I can really do to make it look, to kind of finish it off, might be just to put a piece of lace down the side. If it needs any kind of extra decoration, I might wait until I see if I put it into a journal. If there's some ephemera that comes with the kit that I'm using that might work, we'll see. But I think it stands up quite well as it is. And you can never go wrong with just a little bit of added lace, can you? Now I'm just wondering whether to put it slightly in from the side, because I don't want to completely cover up this lovely bit of, I know it's a little tiny bit of the William Morris, but I do love it. And actually sometimes just bringing the piece in from the side looks a bit better. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this one. I have already inked around it, just because there was no point in you watching me do that. So I'm just going to cut that down to here. And glue that on. Simple as that. Oh, trying to come out already. Barely squeezing it. The Fabri-Tac really, the bottle's full, so it seems quite keen to, oh, it's coming out all by itself, as it often does. And just spilling out the top. Let's get this top on quick. It's like a little volcano when it gets going, isn't it? Ugh. Let's pop this on. Move it across just a little bit more, just what I intended to do. That's it. So you can still see a little bit on the side. There we are. Just trim that a bit, and it's quite wet here. Right, so that one I think is done. Just that needs straightening up at the top there. There, one belly band ready to go. I might put a flower on it somewhere, but I'll wait until I actually get to use it, I think. Let's pop the pin back in this piece of lace. I'm always doing that, not putting the pins back, and then I can't find them afterwards. Right, next piece. Well, this, yeah, needs a bit of straightening up at the top edge. And this is going to be a pocket. So I'm just going to put a little thumb notch in there with my circle punch. Kind of in the middle, hopefully. I did have a thought what I might do. I don't know how that's going to be a good idea, but I thought I might just do a little bit of scripty stamping along here. Just pulled out my little script stamp. This is a Kaisercraft script. It's just called script. It's quite handy just having this smaller one, because sometimes you don't need a great big stamp for these little bits. Just do some bits of random stamping. And I think I'm going to use sepia. I do keep meaning to get another brown. This one's okay. It's got a slightly reddish tinge to it. Is that the right way up? It's sometimes hard to tell with these things. Okay, I'll just do a little bit. Yeah, just gives a little extra something. I'm just going to put a little bit here. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Didn't want a lot. I just wanted another little element in the background. Now we need to find some sort of ephemera piece or something to go on there, don't we? Right. Just wondering what I've got. Let's have a look. I have a couple of boxes of ephemera here. I do wonder if a little bird would be nice on there. Let's see what we've got. I've got quite a lot of birds. I've been fussy cutting a lot lately, so it'd be quite nice to actually use one. Let's get rid of this before I get in a mess with it. So I have a whole load of birds here. That one looks quite well actually. Might go with that. Could be a jay. He looks a little fierce, and jays are quite fierce. Just want to get rid of this white bit here. I've got these little nail scissors I use for these tiny bits. So we'll pop in there. I want to put something behind him. Found this box I've forgotten I had with small pieces of ephemera that have either been part of various kits. Or I've printed them extra small for some unknown reason. Sometimes I do that. I take a kit or some of the ephemera and just print them off smaller. So that can go behind there. And I think that will be okay. Let's maybe put a word on there. Or some sort of other label. Let's see. Don't know if I've got... Could use a Tracy Fox label. Something naturey, I guess, would work. These are her random text ones. I like sometimes using these ones, which are her field notes, although I haven't got many left. I need to print some more. I think I may have said that last time I dipped into these, and of course I haven't, Because it's not just about printing them, is it? Got to then cut them all out. That's a bit big. Don't think blue will work. This is half a label. Not quite what I need. That's also half a label, but that won't matter so much because it can tuck under there. Like that, and then you wouldn't know it'd been cut off. Alright, I think that might do. I really must print some more. Check I haven't got anything else I like, but these are mostly a bit on the big side, aren't they? They're either very big or very, very tiny. Okay, we will go with that. So let's put this on first. It's already been inked, so I don't have to do that. Oh, my that's not my glue. It's getting a bit late in the day. This is my second video of the day, so it's possible the brain isn't fully functional. I don't usually do 2 videos in one day, but it's been a particularly wet and horrible day, and there wasn't really, and it's quite cold as well. I actually had a really thick jumper on just now, but I've got a fire going. Can you believe? In the middle of July, I actually have a fire on in my room, and I just got a bit warm all of a sudden. Now, this is on, I think this is label paper. Now those ones I printed on the wrong side, but it's quite handy because it tells me that it's one with label, for labels. With labels. Have I actually lost the power of speech? I may well have done. Right, I will not use the ink to glue. This is the glue, Karen. So I am trying to get quite well ahead with my videos because we've got quite a busy period. Well, it's all busy at the moment, but I've got a couple of weekends that I may not have much chance, and that's mainly when I do a lot of my recording is over the weekend. So when I have busy weekends it gets more difficult, especially if I've got busy weeks as well. So I don't know, I may be fine, but I thought it'd be good to get a little bit ahead, and then I won't have to worry too much about gapping. And I'll always have the Roxy's Weekly Challenge to do more live anyway. Right, so I think that one is fine. I like that. It's fairly simple, but that's fine. They don't all have to be super decorated, do they? Am I going to put these at the back here, and then I can show you them at the end. Right, next. This is going to be a journal card that also needs trimming up. I clearly didn't do a terribly good job cutting these up, or maybe it was just the edges of the masterboard were a bit uneven. I think the rest is okay. Right. So, I think the first thing I would like to do, as I usually do with journal cards, around the corners. Right. So let's see, what have we got? I think I might do see what I've got in my shabby-dabby-doo-dah box, or one of the boxes. I do have a really pretty, oh, she's a bit pale on there. She's going to disappear a bit, isn't she, on that one? That work on there? Could. quite like these little flower corners. Got one on this as well. A small one, I think. This is going to be, that's going to be a tag going that way, I think. Or maybe she'll go on there. Maybe she'll go on the tag. Let's have a look. She looks better on there, doesn't she? A bit of colour behind her. Okay, come back to that. I do have this little lady here. She might look quite sweet on there. Let's have a look. I've got my slightly weird the kids' scissors. Don't know how well they're going to work on here. Not very well that way around. Might try them the other way. Actually, not too bad. Okay, so we've got a sort of slightly postmarky edge, a bit like a stamp, which will look better when it's been inked because it will show up properly. Okay, this was one from the vintage viola kit that I rejected for my music journal on the basis that I couldn't see any relation to music on these images, but I knew they'd come in handy for something else. Right, let's see what else can... Oh, I've got this as well. Actually, I quite like her on there for the moment. Let's see if we've got any... Oh, I know what we need. We need some more Shabby Dabba Doodle labels. Where? Just remember which book I've put them in. In this book, of course they are. I think I might need to make another one of these books. Seem to get through a lot, seem to have a lot of them. I'm always cutting things out. Do I need something else behind there? Actually, do I? That's a question. Do I need anything else behind there? I may not. There again, that one looks all right. Might be enough. I've already got this label on there, so that kind of goes quite nicely with it. And then I can pop her, maybe I can tuck her under there. And have that going, there we are, like that. And I think I would like a little something behind the whole thing, something a little soft and fluffy, like this stuff. There's 2 layers, it feels like 2 layers. Yes it is, perhaps I'll just leave it at 2. Okay, let's put that to one side for a minute. No. That can go under there, I think. And then that can go like that. Yeah, I think I'll just do that, just a little bit under there. I just like the way it gives that, with the fraying, just gives a nice, well, I can only call it fluffy look. That's not a very good name. Not a very good word, but it's the only one I can think of to describe the softness of this. How it softens the whole image, really. That somewhere. So we'll put that on there. Has that been done? No. I don't think that's on label. No, it's definitely not on label paper, that one. That can go like that. Then we've got the lovely lady. I'll glue her to the cheesecloth. Oh, well, actually, the layers are separated. Do I need the second layer? Don't know that I do, really. Maybe I'll leave it as is. Because as I glued it, the other one just came off the back. So why do I need to worry? Thought it might look a bit too thin, but I think it's fine with just the one layer. The art glitter glue is definitely strong enough to hold this stuff in place. And then we're just got to just ink a little bit around here. Okay, so I think I've got quite a lot of sewing to do for my spring journal, so I might as well add these to the pile. You can see quite a lengthy sewing session coming up, and I think these would definitely benefit. Certainly this one would, and probably the belly band would. We'll see what this one turns out like. So this is going to be a tag, so the first thing I need to do is cut the tag shape. Now I've got my little tag card that I quite like to use. I can decide, don't need to be such a big one for this. I think that one will be fine. Not those scissors. Right, so I'll ink this up and I'll ink her up and I'll be back. Right, so these are just been inked around, that's all I've done, and I really like her on there. It kind of works that this is from the same kit. They're both from the Mary Mary kit, and I think it's probably one of the very first kits I ever bought, and it's still got some really nice things, bits of ephemera that I keep using, so that was really good. There's lots and lots of ephemera, cut parts in that kit, so it's been a really good buy and very useful. So I'm thinking about putting a bit of lace behind her, but I'm not absolutely sure that'll work because it's a small tag and she might be fine just as she is. Let's just see. if it benefits at all for her to have something behind her. But I'm not entirely convinced that it will, because it hides so much of the background. No, I don't think it does need it. Let's see if there's any small piece that I can add. Where's my little Mary ephemera? I can't speak. Ephemera. I've got another box with smaller pieces in. Let's go and get that. So this one has got all the really tiny pieces of ephemera in here. Otherwise they'll just get lost in the bigger box. And I was just wondering, well, I've got this word which says beauty, which will be quite nice to use. I had something else in mind, but I don't know if it'll work, or even if there's something in here. I had a little watering can, because it came with the kit, and it's quite nice with it. Well, I've got these extra flowers, but I don't know if I need more flowers. Let's just keep looking. There's lots of little flowers with this kit, and you could just cover this card in flowers if I wanted to, but I was thinking of something else, but I didn't. Well, I was thinking of a little watering can, but I don't know if I've got a little one in here. So many things in here. That may not be one of them. With the way. Well, there's an even smaller one. That might be even better. Just having another little look, see if there's anything else. Little butterfly. It's getting a bit crowded now, this page, or this tag, I think. I'll do. No, I keep finding little bird cages, but no watering cans. I'm sure there is one. Oh, hang on, what can I see? Watering can. Too big. I think it's too big. Yeah. I think it is too big. Never mind. And a bit too grey as well. Put that under there. It doesn't quite show up enough. The label I meant, not the bunch of flowers, which I do like, I think. I might put a little other little something or other. Little Tina label under there. Just standing on it. And is it upside? I think it's upside down. It's so tiny I can't read it. Yep, that's better. Put that on there. Maybe put the butterfly on, I don't know until after. And the little bunch of flowers. Okay. So there. Right, so we just want a little topper of some sort, don't we? maybe that's the place for some lace. Place for some. A bit of that. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll put this little bit of lace just there and make a little lacy topper. I put just a little bit too much glue on the back there. There we are. Okay, little tag. I like that. So that's all of the Shabba Dabba Doo Dah pieces that we made in the masterboard pieces that we made. So now we can move on and have a look in my to-do box. Okay, so I've got my box. Well, I call it my to-do box. It's just everywhere I shove things like old book pages. I mean, we've all got these, haven't we? Places of, you know, things that we can then come back to and finish off. Bits of tags that I've cut from, I don't know, so I think this looks like some scrapbook paper tags and some bits of masterboard and an awful lot of book pages and lots of little tiny tags apparently. So I did pull out this little bag of bits and pieces. I think it's mostly tags of different sizes. They came as part of an order, I think, from Etsy, from an Etsy shop called MSL Sales. Can't actually remember what else I bought from them, but it came with all these nice, I think these have all been die cut, some really tiny tags here, and some tabs, not tags, tabs as well. So I've got those. Don't know quite whether I'll need to decorate those, but I thought I might do something with some of these tags today, because I've been really fancying haven't done this for ages, doing some napkins, decorating some tags with some napkins, and I probably won't have time to do very many, but I thought I'd just give it a go and just make 2 or 3. So I've got, this is a scrap, so I've used this before, but I just love these. I've got loads of these, so I do love using them. So I've got that one. This one, I think I've just got this one, which I haven't used before, but it's a lovely colour. I just need to get rid of the, oh, they're just coming away without any trouble at all. So I'll just take the backing papers off. Don't have to do the usual trick with the tape, which is handy because haven't got it in front of me. So that's just come off. That is 2 layers there already, so they came off together, which is very handy. And I've got this lovely one, which I thought, I mean, this would make a beautiful tag for the spring journal, wouldn't it? But it'll make a tag for just about any nature-y themed journal. So I just might try and take off. Can I do it the same way? Or do I need to go and get my tape? I think I do. I think it's just over here. not a million miles away. So let's just get the backing off this, and then we can just go ahead and do some tags. Right, that was quite easy. First layer. Let's do the next one. Oops, it's probably best to use the sticky side of the tape, not the one that's still got a bit of napkin stuck to it. There we go. This one seems a bit more welded to the front page. We're getting there. Right. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And let's just, I'd like to start with this one because it's just so pretty. And we'll do it on this big piece because it should cover the whole thing, I think. Yeah. So I think it might be just as easy to, I'll get my water brush. Now I located it and now I've buried it under all the bits of napkin. Or serviette, we tend to call them serviettes. I guess they're got used to calling them napkins because that's what generally people call them on here, but usually call them serviettes at home. Right, get my water brush, squeeze it a bit, get a bit of water out. Okay. It's a flowing. Right, just going to, I might just move it over just a fraction that way, because then we can go around this flower and avoid the hole in the tack. I was going to dip it in something, I'm thinking, no, that's not how it works. And I'll trim off excess napkin afterwards. Will it tear? I don't know if I've made it wet enough, I'm hoping I have. Not there. Clearly I haven't made it quite wet enough along that side. Let's see. That looks quite wet there. There we go. Or maybe that was where I wet it. I thought it was too far over. Okay, let's just try and gently pull it apart here. Fold up the leftovers and see if there's any more we want to get rid of. Maybe this little piece around here. I think we can put that in there. Oops. Get rid of this nasty gluey bit. Right, I'm going to put lots of glue on most of the tag, up to about there. Oops, upside down. To about there. Cover that in glue. And then we'll put a little bit up here and a bit up here. See how it looks. Always add more, can't we? Right. Just smooth it out. A little bit more needed under here, I think. There we are. I'll just trim off the excess. I've got gluey on the back. I might want to cover that with something because it's a bit, seems to have got a bit gluey on the back there, not sure how. Right, let's have a look at this. Whoop. There we are. My two little spots that need a little more glue. Like here, I think. It's one of those things you can probably glue over the top of it and it just is so thin. It glues it anyway. There. Well, I really like that. That's so pretty. I think it just may be. I think you need a little smoothing down there. So I think I'll ink round it, and I think I might try and find a butterfly to go on it. Let's just ink it. This is coming up a little bit. Okay. butterflies are still here. What can we have that will actually show on here? Needs a bit of colour, doesn't it? Is that too big? It's quite big. Doesn't show up as well. I wonder if I've got a slightly smaller yellowish one. I've got this one. That works quite well. Got a green one. Quite like the green. Alright, let's put this green one on here. Where shall I put it? So many options. Up there. It's a little bit bare. Do I need a little one down here in that case? So we got a little one. They can hide amongst the flowers. I have a little green. I think it's a sticker. I think it might be a sticker. How would that look on there? I quite like that, picking up another green. Yep. And it's going to be a bit more transparent, but I quite like that it's a little bit hidden down there, I think. Oh, get too many bits on my fingers. I'd almost got it. I think it was coming away. Yeah. Sorry, silk strings on my fingers. Now on the sticker. I might just pop that there. Kind of hiding in the flowers. Should have put it the other way around, isn't it? Shouldn't I? Because I wonder if it'll come up. Yeah. I might have to. Because that one needs to go that way, really. So that one really needs to go that way. There we are. Let's put that on. Sadly, I think time may have caught up with us. So, I'm going to have to continue with this next week, aren't I? Do some more of this, because it's really fun to do. Just dipping into your bits of ephemera and just going for doing whatever you fancy. And I did fancy doing this, but I've only managed to do one. So, I'm just going to finish the inking. And we'll have to call it a day. So many things I'd like to do. So little time. So that's it. And I might carry on with this and do a bit more. Do a couple more of these tags next week. Let's put my tops on. Get rid of the bits of everything. And yeah, and I'll just show you what we've got finished today. At least I got all of those pieces that I did from the masterboard. At least they are done. I'm quite happy with those. So I did this journal card, little tag, really pretty belly band, and a pocket. And then we went on to do this tag with the napkins. So that's it. That's all we're going to manage today, I'm afraid. But we'll just keep working on these things because it's fun. And things are not lying flat. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.